Was Gucci Ma Nuggets? And welcome to the Homie Humpdays show of the Raucous Modern Life podcast, where the episodes are fun, light, and filled with shits and giggles. These sods will be ad-free with less editing to highlight the kagaguan of my friends and I. So if you got time to spare, let's get retarded in here. Homie Humpday. Homie Humpday. Homie Humpday. Homie Humpday. What's poppin', everyone, and welcome to the Homie Hump Day finale. Today, I'm joined by my former UP roommate and my first ever guest in the RML podcast, and the man behind this amazing video production freelance company. May I give it up for Mr. Dubs Winicky and Moses Webb. What's poppin'?
Push. Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, Mr. You know who, Mr. Your mama's best friend.
Mr. Steal Your Girl, but ask politely first.
Mr.
Mr. Take You Out on a Date Fruit.
Alright.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's Dubs. And this is Mo. What's up, guys? So to
guys?
start the pod, as we always do, by asking you guys, what's poppin', bro? So, how y'all been?
I'm good. I'm just tired as fuck because I don't have time for myself these days because I'm busy making shit. No. For
On that
real,
grind.
I'm good. I'm just enjoying my weekend. Trying not to drink alcohol. Just
Good
staying
boy
at
talaga
home.
nito.
Watching movies, rapping, I guess, and making storyboards and shit with that guy,
Say,
that white guy.
hey, bro, I'm pretty tan nowadays.
Yeah, call him some slack.
But dude,
Been
speaking of
working on it.
pants, you know how like I wore a tank top to one shoot once, and they were like babal and
Yeah.
Dude, I
This is
never
either
left.
din.
I have like a parang perpetual tan line on my shoulder.
Oh,
Hindi nawala.
shit.
Di na wala, dude. It's just there. It's just
That's
like,
funny.
Because you can be like, this guy wears tank tops. It's so weird, dude. It's just like, the fuck, it's still here.
I wonder why, bro. Like, why? Is
No,
there like
Bro,
a
I'm
certain
the chosen
stress?
one.
Is there a threshold na parang like if you stay under the sun for this long, you get a perpetual tan line?
I don't know.
We were-
But dude,
we
I
were
was
under the
listening
sun
to
for a while.
binaural beats kanina to like nap. And then like I had like a dream na there were, because it was like ocean sounds now. And then in my
Okay.
head, it was making me think like, damn, if like I hear words or a message, it's probably the aliens like sending me a deciphering message for me to only me to listen. Because if you can understand it, that means you're the chosen one.
Damn.
Sick.
What did you drink that night before?
Damn, bro.
I want your dreams.
How
man.
does one?
That's pretty
yeah.
deep.
How does one get to that?
Mine's always just like I'm
Asking
I'm
for
running
That's
from
the
like
dream, bro.
I'm running from something. I don't know what I'm running from, but it's like the typical shit. But you know, that's new. Mo, your video is like completely stopped.
You're frozen.
Oh shit! Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is we can hear you, so that's
Yeah.
what matters. But
sir.
what about you, man? What's been popping with you? What have you been consuming? Like TV shows? Any good
Yeah.
bangers as of late?
Kind of similar to Justin, except like I'm self-employed. So like I've been trying to pick up as much gigs as I can. Just trying to like get a good foundation for our portfolio as like a young company. And like I haven't really been watching much shows except like the usual. Well, I picked up a new usual, which is Modern Family. Pretty late to hop on that train. It's so funny, dude.
That's why
Dude,
you want
yeah.
to make a mockumentary.
Ish.
It's so good,
Sorta.
man. Like it's the type that you can just leave on in the background while you're like kind of doing other things, whether it's cleaning your room, because you don't really need to be like watching it the entire time. But dude, it's so funny, man.
Exactly.
Who's your
I
favorite
It's
remembered
characters?
now, ano, I started
mine.
watching.
My
Go,
favorite
sorry.
character is probably gotta be like Phil Dunphy, bro.
Dude, yeah,
Him,
hard same.
hi-
Or
him,
the
or like
Cam is pretty good too.
yeah. I was gonna say Cam, but I like their dynamic. Like if I were to consider them as one character, yung dynamic nila,
Yeah,
Who-
that's true.
like
this is the
Mitch
gay
and Cam.
couple.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, they're funny.
Because sometimes Cam alone is kind of annoying,
True.
but like with Mitchell,
With
you
Mitchell there,
know,
I was totally blanking out on his name. I was like, shit.
Dude, that show's so
What's his
tagal
name?
na. The baby's not even a baby anymore.
Dude, yeah,
uh,
it's crazy. She's like a full-on teenager.
yes,
But
sir.
dude, you were talking about your brand with Dubs. I actually don't even know the full story of like how do you guys come together and honestly like what exactly like are your services. So like
Yeah.
for my first question, how did you guys like start this whole gig that y'all got going on?
You want to go, Dubs, or should I?
You can start it.
All right. So, so I was working with the homie Fern for his music videos, right? And I think what caught Dubs' attention was Baby Rai, if I'm not mistaken. It's
Mm.
like a fantasy slash comedy that I wrote for the music video. And then like Dubs really fucked with it, and he was like he reached out, and then I was like, sakto, I have this like fashion ad gig where I would be like I couldn't do it alone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked Dubs if he was down to come through and help. And like we spent the whole day prior to the shoot just like doing some pre-prod stuff, like planning out shots, like just like vibing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Yeah.
before then we were like hanging out more often, like just like drinking together and stuff. And then the shoot kind of happened organically. The shoot that never the shoot that never
shoot never
happened
happened.
because it was outdoors.
Oh.
It was outdoors and it rained on us.
Oh yeah. This is for that series, no? The Instagram like fashion brand series.
No, that's different.
Oh, it's different.
We just always
a-
get rained on.
It's a different
It's
it's
just
a
the thing that you
different-
guys go through.
it's a different gig, but like the same situation. They were gonna ask for the same thing.
Yeah.
So
I mean I've seen most of your work actually because like through Instagram and stuff, and given that fashion brand that you guys shot for, I think it was your first gig like with Sila Sam
That was
Copper.
our
Shout out
first,
to that.
second. That was our second.
Oh, that was your second pa.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got to something before that.
Oh, okay.
We had like
But-
2 things.
Yeah,
It's in the
what I was
vault.
just gonna say is like, dude, your chemistry was pretty spot on, actually, because like Dubs was like out here making videos actually just by himself too, prior to
yeah.
anything else. Like, I mean, he even like made my intro video when like it was banned at lockdown,
Trailer.
had nothing else to do,
Yeah.
so we made like a trailer. That was pretty fun. Then we had that one episode of RML doing things, but it was a banger too. If you guys haven't seen that, you guys
Hey, bro,
should
I
definitely
swear,
check that
if we
out.
have more time, Moses and I have more time, we'll make another one.
I was just about to say, bro.
I'm down. Next time we
Say
hang on,
less.
man. Yeah, I'm always down
December.
for like different shit. Yeah, when
When
we're
we're
a
more
little bit
free,
more free.
December.
Yeah, dude. But
Dude, that'd be fun.
yeah, when I saw that video of, was it Baby Rai?
Yes,
Baby
sir.
Rai by Fern. Shout out to Fern. I'm sure.
A homie.
Bird.
Like.
Kapatid.
But ito yung
Fern,
mga
ayun.
utol ni Fern, and
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Baby Rai is good. That was the one with Carmen also. Shout out to Carmen.
Yes, sir.
And
Sino ba yun? Joke lang, kidding.
Yung Zoe Kravitz type beat.
Oo.
Wala.
Oo nga pala. Wow, she's probably so killing right now. But but yeah, like it was a pretty sick music video. And then after I saw that, I'm like, shit, parang you and Dubs kind of got the same vibe going on. And then next thing you know, you guys were already like partnering up. Like I remember telling it to you, Dubs. I was like, dude, you should like hit up Moses. Parang he's been making videos too. And he was like, oh, we just finished the shoot actually. I'm like, like advanced mag-isip talaga.
Yeah.
But yeah, now like, do you guys have a name for whatever brand you guys are doing right
we
now?
We haven't landed on a name yet. We've just been fucking taking gigs.
Yeah.
Really, like whatever you can get.
No, it's
We're
more of them
still,
coming to us.
yeah, but then at the same
Okay.
time, like even because I've talked to Dubs about it, even as a young company, we're still selective with the people we work with. Like the brands and artists that we'll be working with still have to like we still have to like this shit, basically.
Yeah,
Quality
yeah.
control.
You
It has to be
know?
something that you want to do. Like
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just for like your own portfolio and stuff
We're
because
not
like
hoes, bro.
yeah, you don't wanna. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like there are definitely quicker ways to get gigs, but then like
Yeah, we're dead. We're
if it's not
desperate,
what you're like
but not
We're not
that
wanna
desperate.
do, yeah, not that
And
desperate.
then
No, no, no. Rather, I misspoke. We're hungry, not desperate.
hungry, bro.
Mm,
Yeah, not desperate. That's
very
true.
fair. So like, what have you guys done so far?
You want to hear my perspective of like the story of how it
Oh
like
yeah, why not? Yeah.
um this is from my perspective. It's like
Switch a POV.
I started sweet. I started diba, I knew Moses was in film school, and then this is like already like when I started learning how to edit and shit and like make stupid videos. And then there's one time when because I'd send it to Moses because like I was just talking to him the whole time during the quarantine. I send him like rap chat shit and then
Yeah.
like my
Wow,
videos.
no.
And then and he'd send me his rap stuff also. And then we just started talking and then one time I made like a video and then he liked it. And then he asked me to hang out with them uh, in his house, there with Carmen. So we hung out, vibed, made a video. He liked it, and then that's when he was like, "Yo." Then we had like a hangout like a week or two later somewhere,
Yeah.
and then I made a video also there, and then Mo was like telling me to help him with the shoot. Maybe you can take the videos because they want photos now. So I was like, okay, sige. Well, we had that one, and the first one that got cancelled was like didn't push through. But the one he originally told me pushed through. That was our first actual gig. Shout
Mm,
outs to Club Soul Sauce.
Damn, bro.
Shout out to Club Soul Sauce.
I didn't even remember I told
Your
you about
timeline's
Club Soul
off,
Sauce
bro.
first. Dude,
Baby Rai,
kaya
Baby
nga
Rai,
I'm like,
Baby Rai came
huh?
out like we already worked on some stuff.
Where?
Yeah, dude. So
Hindi,
you
hindi.
shot Baby Rai in
Tabog.
No,
November.
no.
When I hung
Hindi,
out with
hindi,
you, it was
hindi. Hindi,
December
hindi. Ganito kasi yan. We shot Baby Rai November 2020,
2020. Yeah,
2020. But then it got released like close to a year. Or
yeah.
hindi naman a
Well,
year, but like 7 months after.
7 months.
Kaya medyo whack yung like timeline.
The shoot lang, the shoot.
Yeah, when I say after Baby Rai, I mean like sa shoot pala.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, and then we did well. We like, dude. To be honest, we were like, we didn't know anything. But Mo
Really?
knew more than me,
Of
and I
course,
was
he's
just
in film
like,
school.
Yeah,
I
it was
was
just like it was just kind of like a run and gun, but
yeah,
we had the general
no
idea of what we
idea
wanted.
Right.
because he
But
goes to
you guys
shoot and
just had to
stuff.
like learn the more technical stuff along the way, no?
Mo
Yeah,
was more of the technical guy. I was just like,
for me it was more of like I mean, yeah, like Dub said, I was at shoots prior to that shoot, so I kind of knew a little bit of what was going on, but I was never really the guy in charge of the camera. Sa mga shoots na I was at, so that was new to me, like holding the camera and being in charge of that. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So what were you taught in like film school? Like how did you have that head start?
Um, Bro, to be honest, not a lot. I
Not a
usually
lot.
just it's more of self-learning really.
Yeah. Online, YouTube.
Yeah, really.
Thrown in
And
the fire.
except yeah, and being thrown in the fire, bro, like really just learning on set. Like most of my work experience like is from fucking up on set and just never wanting to do it again. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
right.
Like after every shoot, like I get +5 dexterity or like +3 intelligence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Just like
leveling up.
building a character lang.
Yeah, that's sick. And like you was the Bangungot short like really directed by you and like were you
Yeah,
like the
it was.
mastermind behind all of that?
Yeah, I'd say so because like I wrote the script with my homie Angelo Tantuico.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I actually, diba I called you, Roque, because like
Yeah.
before
Yeah, we
writing
were
the
in the
script,
studio that time.
yeah. Before writing the script, I wanted to like double check, like basically do a little bit of research on sleep paralysis because I knew
Mm-hmm.
like Roque, who was my roommate and college. Used to get bangungot a lot, so I was like curious as to how it actually went down.
Yeah,
So
like
shout out to you for that, bro.
dude, for sure. I feel like undeservingly proud of that of that short. Like
Dude, you
parang,
should be
damn,
though.
that's my work, bro. Even though you gave me like one phone call. But yeah,
Bro,
like Mo was
real
saying,
though.
like before I really did used to get bangungot a lot, and I don't know if it's like um the people I know or not, but I know that like a lot of like bigger people, like overweight people, tend to get bangungot more.
Ay,
So,
you calling me fat? No, I'm kidding.
why? Ikaw rin mabangungot?
No,
Di
I'm just
masyado, di
not here
masyado.
calling you.
But yeah, like as a kid, I was getting it a lot. So I think in the condo, I would tell Moses about it, and then gave me a call, and he was pretty much asking me how to like walk me through like what goes on in the bagungot and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you got it down like pretty accurately in that
Thank,
video, like everything
thank
from the
you.
praying, the trying to move your fingers and stuff like that, and then
Yeah.
thinking that like you're okay, you're safe, like the lights are on, I'm good, but then it's actually still there. And I don't know
Yeah.
what's more terrifying, how accurate it was, or the fact that it was Dubs in as a bangungot. Because goddamn, if Dubs, if you stand in the middle of the night in my room, I'm probably gonna like
Yo, that man is
square
a
up.
fucking tank. Bro.
But
Dude,
Bro,
you know what's the biggest issue for
mm,
having Doves as our monster?
what?
Ay na, masyadong guwapo yung multo ko eh.
Oo nga eh.
Puta, you know what we did? We fucking shaved his head on set and
bro, they
we
fucked
gave
up my
him
hair, man.
we gave
Yep.
him patches of like bald
Made me look
spots
like a
and shit.
crackhead. They made the like hairline more kita and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Like
eh, si
uneven.
Dubs, tangina, anything for the shot to eh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yan ang dedicated, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, like masyadong guwapo eh. So you have to like put like parang
Bro,
a big
legit.
mouth and paint on his face and shit, no?
Those are prosthetics, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Dude,
Moses
Dubs
got a
and I
prosthetics. Ano pa?
Dubs and I started like hella early. Well, not hella early, but like early before the
Top
shoot.
one.
We went to salon, the salon in Rockwell, basement salon.
Basement. Shout out to Basement. If ever you need
I
some hair
hired like
needs.
a yes sir. Pati yung
Sir.
rejuvenation ni Justin, like of course after fucking up his
Ayun, oh.
hair, like we offered, yo, we can
Yeah,
fix it naman
free
also.
service naman, yeah.
But yeah, we went to the salon like well, not hella early, but before the shoot, and then Dubs got his makeup done. So he was like waiting for what, like 6 hours before even actually being able to shoot.
Yeah, I was wearing that the whole time.
Goddamn. Init.
Yo, bro, the prosthetics look like joints. Not that I know how joints look like because I've never held one. Wink. But
What's a joint? Oh shit. Is
Pang
that
mess
like
See it on the
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah.
okay. Yung mga joint accounts, yeah.
Yeah.
Si Joint Belmonte.
Two joints mafia.
Bash,
But-
bash.
Dude, but yeah, like actually back to the short that you
Oh,
made. Like
Yeah.
dude, the prosthetics were pretty good, and I'm actually like super matakutin. Like I fucking hate scary movies, but just knowing that there was Dubs there made it a little bit better
Yeah,
for
bro.
me.
But
Because
like,
like, I was getting really scared, especially for me because it's like flashbacks
Yeah.
too of like when I used to get bangungot, and then like the music scary pa, and then like I just like kept reminding myself, this is Dubs, and then like whenever I think there's gonna be like a jump scare, I have to like lower the volume. I'm a pussy, dude. Like when it comes to scary movies.
like I showed my roommates and I didn't tell them what I was or who I was there. I just told them I was part of it.
Mm.
Kago, they didn't even know it was me.
Well, it's hard to tell.
Got so
Your whole
scared,
face
dude.
is like.
I got so scared. But dude,
Were you wearing contacts also? Like the
No.
white contacts or no?
no, I just like I know what to do with my eyes.
Mm.
Yeah. Fucking Dubs, dude. Like MVP ng shoot,
Multi-talented talaga to. But
honestly.
yeah, like so you guys have had a couple of projects here and there, and I mean you mentioned that you've been pretty much taking whatever you could get, but it has to like align with like what you guys find interesting, because that's where the motivation sprout from naman eh. Like you have to enjoy also the type of shit that you're making. But like down the line, like what type of projects would you like to be working with? Like is it mainly like music video and like shorts, or like
Yeah, for me. That's the
For
way I
you.
see it.
okay.
But for now, like since we're not like super big, yeah, like music videos, fashion films, short films, ads, Mga ganon.
Yes.
But like for me, how I see like the bigger goal, if we scale, if ever in the future, like we
You
grow.
mean when we
Yeah,
do?
When you do.
yeah. When we grow and scale, the target is like mga big brands na like mga Sony's, mga ganon,
Oh,
or
nice.
whatever. Like
Converse,
something
yeah,
like that, yeah.
like
Converse,
big
that would be
brands that
pretty
we
That's
sick.
where
want
the
to work
money
with.
is. I mean, or if like an agency gets you as like
Yeah,
a broad house,
But you
like
guys don't see
agency
like yourself doing like long films?
feature lengths,
no,
nah, don't think so.
No, no.
I
Really
I
more.
I've
Okay,
come to
go
terms
Mo.
with I've come to terms with the fact that I don't see myself as like a filmmaker who's going to be making feature length
Feature length, that
films.
shit's fucking
It's a different animal,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh,
bad.
really? Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
everything like the approach is different too. Like the type of shots and the story is like super crucial.
Oh
Art
yeah.
film
Oh
pwede
yeah.
pa eh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like me and well, who knows? Like maybe like once Dubs and I get our toes a little bit more wet in the like the film
Mm-hmm.
lane,
Yeah.
we'll see. But the way I see it also Dubs is like similar to what Dubs said, but I want to be able to like have such a consistent flow of clients, like big named clients that we work with. Nah, we're safe to like collaborate with whoever artists we want.
As in
Like,
artist musicians.
yeah, like no, just artists in
Artists in
general. Like,
general. Okay.
yeah. So like for example, if we like in the future everything's going well now, and we're getting a consistent flow, I'd want to be able to like reach out to an emerging artist who may not be able to pay us what we're worth anymore,
Mm-hmm.
but if he trusts us and like we really fuck with his stuff, I want to be able to make visuals for that guy.
Nice. So it's
Yeah.
like you're I don't know, from my understanding, it's like you want to be working like collabing with brands, but also collabing with different types of artists. Like whether
That we fuck with, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, what would you guys say is like your more or less vibe? Because I mean, you guys do a lot of music videos, and so far it's been like more of rap. But is it really like anything under the sun?
Uh, for one thing, I think like a big part of why Dubs and I get along is because we have similar tastes. Like
Mm.
after Dubs watched Baby Rai back when it was unreleased, he was like, "Yeah, when I was watching it, I knew you wrote it. For some reason, I just knew you did." Wala, tropa kita eh. Then I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like
Hey,
a
killing si
lot of
dubs.
a lot of the stuff that like our tastes are the same, so like we're
Mm.
able to work kind of like with one brain almost,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know?
Frictionless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like me and Dubs are really like a yin and yang
Yeah.
when it comes to prod, dude. Like even in fucking life, bro.
Yeah, and
Like
it's funny because like I don't know, you guys got close like kind of like recently lang, no? I mean,
yeah,
just like
dude.
in the last 3 to 5 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
how did you guys
But
even like
it was like
hit each other up and become magkatropa?
it's like fucking fate, dude. It was mostly because of my brother. Because
Mm.
like Mo was learning music production from my brother, and then like I went to their class once because I was gonna take the P2P to Alabang, and their classes is like in Legazpi Village.
Mm.
Went there and I was like, oh, what are you doing here? It's Moses.
Yeah.
Tapos yun. And then like there was one time he went to my house. This is like pre-COVID, like 2 months before COVID or a month before COVID happened.
Right.
Mm.
Like he was at my place and then he was learning with my brother. And he was gonna go to 2020. And then I was like, sige, I'll go with you. And then I went. And then when we got there, we saw Vince, one of our friends who's like an artist in most label.
Okay.
And then Fern was there.
Shout out.
So it's like for me, it's
Shout
like a
out Fern.
foreshadowing of like that time when I wasn't close to them yet. I wouldn't know that by the quarantine time happens. Like I was now I'm like really close with them.
Yeah.
Like they're like my homies like now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Especially Mo and Fern.
Your mains, especially this throughout this year, no? Like when COVID restrictions like
Still
lightened up a
involved.
little bit.
Is there
But yeah, and now you got your this badass bromance with like your
Oh,
own
yeah.
um video company. But Dubs, we never got to hear your like perspective pala. Like what type of shit do you want to be doing also in the future and like work with locally or internationally?
Uh Wait, sorry, what's the question again?
Papaya on the beat.
Papaya on the
My girl
beat.
looks so ratchet. Hey.
Wala, parang what type of shit do you want to be
Fire
doing?
on the
Like,
beat. Wait, what's the question again?
what type of shit do you want to be doing? Like, Moses like said his opinion. Is it like aligned? I mean, I'm guessing if you guys are like
Just in
that
film or like
frictionless.
anything?
Nah, I mean, well, up to you. But in generally
Film.
speaking, for like
Fine.
your duo,
Company.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I do. Yeah, dude, like just grow and just do more. Like for me, kasi how I see things is like just keep on creating. Like
Yep.
people don't like it, okay lang, fuck it.
Yeah, because we're already on to the
And then,
next
like,
one.
we never really expected yeah,
yeah,
we never really expected like the for people to like our stuff. Like we just wanted to make it,
Yep.
and I feel like the more we do it, we just get better and better. Because at the end of the day, it's like it's reps in. Like who knows?
Yep.
I'm just riding the wave. Well, that's how I see it. Like I just want to keep on creating stuff.
Yes,
See.
sir.
What's the industry like here in the Philippines for like freelance videography companies like you guys? Like, cause I have no idea. I mean, I'm in vet school. I'm like from a polar opposite industry, so I'm very
Yeah.
interested. Like, how does it work here? Like, do they just contact you and it's like, hey, we want to do a shoot, and then like you get the creative freedom from there, or it's like, or some companies like a little bit more hands on?
The way I see it really is just like you need to be able to know somebody. You know what I mean? Like it's
That's just
very
Manila things, bro.
yeah, exactly. It's very Pinoy, but like no one's gonna I mean like it's possible, but more or less when people get you to be a part of their crew, it's because they know you already and they're like, "Oh, this guy can do his job well. I'm gonna get him." And then like after well, actually for me it's been like that because as someone who doesn't really have a lot of output yet as of the moment, like I've only been reached out to for people seeing my work like natuloy yung job talaga like maybe like 4 times in like what is it how long has it been almost 2 years yeah
Damn. Time flies.
hindi. 1 year and a half sorry
Okay.
yeah
Still
yeah.
though.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. Like it's usually just like people who know each other and then like if you work in a shoot and then you don't know a bunch of people and by the end of the shoot you have a chemistry or you guys vibe, then voila, you're probably gonna contact this person in the future and be like, yo, like I need like so and so on set. Are you free? Whatever. Ganun lang.
Right. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, since then, you've been able to get a decent amount of gigs, and like I could see like from your work that it's been getting a lot better for the both of you too. Like every time you guys release something, it's very different. You guys have leveled up. Off the bat, like what's the project that you're most proud of so far?
Definitely Ian.
Yin,
For
bro.
sure.
Yin.
For sure.
Like
Yeah.
Okay.
so much like doors opened for the both of us after.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
For the listeners that haven't seen
it's
like
what
it was yet,
This happened.
why don't you guys like give like a brief description of what you guys did for Yin?
So like Yin asked us to make like a whole somewhat series for their summer collection. Yin is it's a fashion designer brand. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not like super well versed in their world, but I know if it looks good. But basically it's like they don't make clothes that you buy off the shelf. It's just like
Definitely not. Yeah.
you have to buy, it's like you have to pay for it to be made.
Okay.
Not
like
only
usually-
that, but it's hard to pull off.
Yeah,
Well, not like it's like a main character type of
Yeah.
piece of clothing.
Dude, yeah, that's a good description. Like, parang one of the outfits was like made out of like a jacket material, or
Yeah, like medyo shiny na leather.
Yeah.
I don't know
dude,
what you
like-
call that, but yeah.
that's my gloves and stuff. Pa, no, it's like damn.
Yeah.
Like coming into it because we saw it, like we saw their Instagram. Well, I'm friends with the owner.
Okay.
Coming into it, parang we saw their stuff. It was like really, it's like we liked it talaga. And they had like, the people wearing their stuff were like celebrities, like
Right.
Nadine Lustre, and other people
Yeah.
or for the people who are using it for music videos. So you're like, oh, fucks with it.
And
So
like
the big
magazine
players.
covers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if like the brand was hella young, I think Colleen, she just graduated like maybe what
College.
a year ago or something. I'm
Yeah.
not that close
Yeah,
with her,
something like
but
that. Yeah,
something
a
like
year
that.
ago.
Would you say that that's the project you're most proud of also, Mo?
Or,
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
definitely. Like
Definitely.
that's really where Dubs and I kind of solidified. Like, oh damn, that chemistry thing wasn't just like a one-time thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
It's for real.
yeah, because like we were fucking put to the test, bro. Like most of our shots, we went into that shoot. Why we say we winged it was because we weren't allowed to go to the location prior to the shoot.
so we
How
couldn't
come?
popular.
Just like some logistic problems because you know
Hard.
freelancer videography
Right.
things, no
Right.
budget,
Yeah,
whatever.
right.
So like yeah, dude, we literally were winging it in terms of location and stuff, and like that's such a big thing. It took a lot of our time up, and we
Mhm.
were still able to fucking pull it off,
Yeah.
regardless
Where
of
did you guys
fucking
shoot
being
again? You guys
rained on.
Yeah, you guys got rained on in the jungle, what it seemed. Where was that?
Dubs.
Tanay.
Yeah.
Mm,
Tanay Rizal.
okay.
So far, bro.
Bro, you'd
Yeah.
have to fucking
Quite far,
hike.
yeah.
You'd
Yeah.
have to
Dude,
fucking hike to
you have
get
to
to the
fucking
How is it like
location.
hiking with like all of your equipment?
Well,
I'm sure you
wala
guys had to
pa,
bring
dude. We
lights
had
and
like
shit.
small cameras put on the time. We're using Moses Fuji.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like okay naman siya, pero like dude, just the hiking in general cuz it was like raining banat like mud, bro.
Damn. And I'm
Like
sure you
all
guys weren't
mud.
prepared for that.
Oh yeah.
Fashion pa kayo, diba?
Ah, fuck. Speaking of,
Not- not-
we have to be able to prepare. Oh well, actually, that's confidential.
Ooh,
Off
confidential,
camera.
secret.
that's where Dubs got his perpetual tan line, bro.
Oh, really? In that trip? In the
Yeah,
trip,
yeah,
the
in
shoot
the
for
shoot.
Ian.
And the
Yeah.
perpetual tan
Ah,
line.
yeah, because you're wearing like a sando, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, like clearly not prepared to hike, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that it was super memorable. The fact that you guys got rained on, like, you know,
Bro,
super
it was
hassle to shoot, pero like it ended up being like one of the nicest shoots that you guys also had.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
acid
like
test, bro.
super. And like not only that, but like fucking two of our core members, I'd say,
Mm.
came from that shoot as well. Well,
Yeah.
one solidified Sam, who's
Yeah.
someone we worked on a prior shoot with, and then like Miggy, a photographer, that kind of like brought him. He even approached us and he was like, "Man, I want to like work with you guys more," and because we just vibed so well on set.
Mm-hmm.
I think like I me and Dubs want to be able to like perpetuate a culture that isn't really ego driven on set, because I've been on sets medyo ganon na parang of
We're open
course
to
May
collab.
pa-star talaga.
yeah, kind of na parang it's just like hard to speak out,
Okay.
especially if you're not in a big role. But like for me and Dubs, like yeah, we were directors, and then like we were super open to anyone from either the team of Yin or like our team, like just chiming in and then being objective about it. If it works, it doesn't. If whatever like serves the project best, you know. Wala nang ego.
Grabe.
Wait,
Idol ng mga boss na to.
yo,
Mag-sign up na kayo.
I farted. Did you guys hear my fart?
No, we did not, but thank you for informing all of us.
Thank you.
Is it dank?
My bad.
Dank City Dubs. But yeah, that's dope naman that you guys, you know, have that culture that you guys are building of like, you know, really collaborating and contributing and like kind of a democracy like within the company. Because I mean, you guys are also really small. It's not really like a big corp, so it's like you really want everyone to, you know, have an equal say. And I mean, it just so happens also that like a lot of you guys also like making music, and you two have both been we talked about it a little bit earlier, but you guys have both been making music, and it's what I found most surprising was Dubs when you started making music, because like I don't know, like I knew Jorge naman was your brother and that you had great like taste in music, but then I don't know. Parang you never like really tried before, and then out of nowhere you tried it and like shit, he's good.
Exactly.
All right,
Dubs and I
cool.
have such a great chemistry. I can like speak for him.
Okay,
So,
go. So yeah, so in honor of Dubs, Moses is going
Oo
to
nga.
finish his.
um, train of thought.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
so from yung mga kwento na Dubs told me as to why he got into music and like just creating more is because like over the quarantine he had like a lot of time to think and he was just consuming a lot of like art and stuff. And
Mhm.
then one day he was just like, man, you know what? I don't want to just be a consumer. I want to contribute to like what I see and stuff. So like I guess from like rapping on this app called Rap Chat and then making videos with his friends like you, Roque,
Mhm.
and well, I just like built itself up from there. And now he's like working with like a big production company that has that's like a sister or brother company of Careless Music, you know, with like
Mhm.
big names in our country. So like,
Yeah.
dude,
James
this
Reed,
man,
Nadine
this man
Lucia, those
fucking
peeps.
progresses at a crazy rate in anything he pursues, like from fucking music, film,
Yeah.
jujitsu, whatever, dude.
Iiyak na yan.
This guy, bruh, he like goes in, and like it's great because like I when it's nice to have like the company of a homie like in the same field, you know.
Of course.
That it's also like a big part of as to why like Fern and Dubs are like my main homies is because we are in the same industry and like we hang out a lot. Most of the time it's after like work or like you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because like well we're there now and like it's dope how we were able to like hang out with people that we would I mean work with people we would just hang out with organically.
Yeah, and yeah, since he started hanging out with you guys, I'm pretty sure he got inspired also to
Dude,
work more on his music. Dubs, you wanna try speaking for yourself naman this time to see this to
What
hope this
music?
internet's cooperating. It seems okay naman. It seems like
Yeah.
you're hearing us in real time.
Do I talk about like how I started rap or
I mean, was Moses said true?
yeah,
Was it true?
pretty
Like, was
much.
it? Are you guys
On,
really microwave like
it was
It
on the
was true,
button.
naman.
Yeah, it was on the button.
All right, all
On the
right.
button.
So
It was
yeah,
basically
anything you
rap
want to
chat.
add? Yeah, rap
It's
chat.
just basically rap chat and like freestyling. Like it started with like you guys, like so the Rocket, my neighbors in Palm. They would
you're
like freestyle, and then like
Balkan
I would be like,
hits.
nah, that's not me. Then they'd force me. I'm like, no, 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 cannot be,
Cannot be, cannot be.
cannot be. I don't do that. And then like one time we just all got drunk, and then they did it again. And I was drunk, man. I was like, I just came in, and then I enjoyed it, and I was like, what? I can actually do that shit.
Yeah,
And then
cause
after that day, I went home and
mm,
just kept on trying and like then I found rap chat and then I just kept on trying to make shit there, write shit, and then what? No, after, first before I went to rap chat, I would like record it on my phone and then just put speakers playing and then I'd rap over that. And then I put that on the video and then post it on like a Finsta or some shit
right,
before.
yeah,
It didn't even sound any.
yeah. But that's how you started. And I
That's
wonder
how
what
I
happened to
started.
rap chat, no? Parang
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
It maybe didn't pop off because
Yeah,
like the quality sucks. If you make music, you know,
It
like
does.
it
right.
needs to be good quality. So
Yeah,
you're just like,
that's like basic
there's no
entry level
point.
lang talaga.
Yeah.
But dude, yeah, I remember those nights, and I mean, I guess lucky for you also, there's other musicians in Palm too. Shout out to Lucian and Luis and Boogs. So yeah, like during like the peak lockdown, we just drank and then start freestyling. Even I was freestyling. I'm not very good at
Yeah.
all, but
Knows how. You can
but
hold
I,
it.
Yes,
I could
sir.
drive. I could drive the man. I could
Hold his own.
survive.
You can
Exactly.
hold
Yeah,
it.
and
Yeah,
then dude, Dubs has come such a long way, man. I mean, from rapping about
exactly.
Pritong Ariwana, like
Itong arawan.
there was this one time he was just like looping Pritong Ariwana because he couldn't say anything, and it's like the most random. But then now you're out here like coming out in features, creating some singles. But yeah, like how's the rapping been going like for the both of you guys? I know Dubs. I mean, Mo has been putting out singles for some time now, but still ain't giving us that EP.
Don't
God
worry.
damn.
It's coming, bro. It's coming. Like all in
Coming.
good time.
It's
So,
I
coming.
how's that grind been for
I
you?
feel it coming. I don't know, bro. It's like it's like a push and pull. Like it's very frustrating. Like I get frustrated with myself because the rate in which I put out music obviously is not great. But then at the same time, I've come to realize that, good art can't be rushed, but there are things that I can do in my control to get it out sooner. So I'm working on that.
For sure.
But
Yeah.
all like this whole time, like, the gaps in between my singles or like the hiatus that I've been on, bro, I'm always just working on music, like whatever, like all the time, bro.
It really just drives you.
Yeah, like I think like Dubs and I can agree on this thing where in it's a part of being uh like a part of improving as an artist is just like really diving in to your taste. So like finding stuff that you like and like expounding on that and experimenting, like sounding different based on how you're getting influenced by the diving into your own tastes. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So I just don't stop. I don't stop listening to music because like
That's where you draw inspiration.
exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys have been coming out with some stuff. Some of their stuff are out on SoundCloud. If you guys want to check it out already. But Mo, your music video is also on YouTube, so a
Yes,
little bit easier for
sir.
everyone to check
Polo.
out. Polo is a great production, and Dub's got Baby Come Through, which is on the song with Luigi Utaka and friend of the pod, Lexi Wasmer. Shout out to them. And he opens it up with some real good bars, like a long way from Pritong Ariwana, can I just say?
It's fine, bro.
Bro.
I'm a long
Yo,
way from baby come through.
bro, keep
Yeah,
keep
leveling
your
up.
keep your ears and eyes peeled for October 8th. Dubs and
Ooh,
my
okay.
first Spotify single, with the label Kindred, got a whole
Yeah.
rollout planned.
Oh,
And
Kurt.
we got
Oh,
and we
Kurt.
got and we got the homie, Mr. Papayasoak, on the
Damn,
fucking
so
hook.
October 8th, that's like next week,
That's
dude.
next week. Yeah.
Next
Yeah,
week. Pretty much when this podcast is released, like I think more or less sabay. So if
check
you're
that
listening
out.
to this now, like pause this podcast and check out the
Check
song.
out NANITF.
Nani T.
Nani the
Oh,
fuck?
Slomo Says. Nani the fuck?
oh, so that's what you drop. Okay, so I'm one of the lucky few that got to
Hey.
preview this song, and guys, it's fucking fire, bro. Like, dude,
Hey, this is
and
Monday.
it's like, well, I was telling you, Mo, it's like the vibe I get is like Go to the Friend. Like, I don't know if that's what you guys were going for, but it was like kind of like
Uh,
a happy bop, but then like some unorthodox bars, but still slaps hard. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
it's a funny story actually to that song. Like I don't
Why?
know, there's a funny story to every song I make.
Of course.
Go
Oh,
do.
This song,
what's behind this?
Googling.
because there was one night, because me and Moses would just like hang out on Discord sometimes when we were like peak quarantine. And then Tammy, Moses' girlfriend, would hop on. And then we used to like do this thing called drill. So like when you drill, you like have 30 minutes, you have one beat, you have to make 16 bars to that beat. So what we did is we just recorded. So yeah, Moses gave that beat. And then I put it, as I was making mine, I got the BPM wrong, the beats per minute
Mhm.
wrong.
Yeah.
So it was faster. But I
Okay.
didn't know. So I still made it. So I mean, I was writing it and then I was like, then I was just like saying shit, like random ignorant shit, because this is gonna be for fun. Eh?
Yeah.
So I was like, my girl
Just
looks
the
so real
drill.
shit. Hey. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make stupid shit. So I just wrote about like random shit that rhymes with A.
Uh-huh.
And then yun. And then I had a whole verse, but like we just kept the hook.
Bro, like what happened was like, yeah, so Dubs and I really do those. We used to do those drills on Discord where it's just like, we put a time limit, right?
Mhm.
And then that specific night, bro, like we listen because we listen to all this stuff that we come up with by the end of it. And when we were listening to Dubs's first, me and Sammy were just like freaking out. You're like, yo, this is so fucking dope. And then like and then after that, we played mine and Sammy's and we were like, parang why is ours like kind of whack? And then
It sounds so out of place.
yun pala, like Dub said, he got the BPM wrong, but that shit worked out to his advantage so well because
Really?
the beat just like the tone of the beat just like elevated
Because you thought
somehow.
it was faster or slower, Dubs?
I didn't know.
Oh, you
Faster.
didn't
Because like
know.
my
He
Ableton,
sped up the beat.
my
Oh, okay.
Ableton, kasi when I put the Ableton is what I used to record. It's a DAW.
Okay.
So like I put the file on Ableton, and then like it automatically goes to 120 BPM. So it went up faster. But I didn't know because I
Mm.
was just bago pa lang. Like I was just figuring out how to use Ableton that time. I still don't know how to use Ableton. I just use it to record. So so yeah, it went to 120 BPM, and I didn't know. I was like, oh,
Mm.
okay, I love this beat. It's so funny. It's so fun. And so I was just like, I'll just go with it. And then yun, I
Ended
recorded
up,
it, sent it to them.
yeah, like your flow there is actually pretty fast from the sample I heard from you, and it's pretty good. Like, dude, how do you practice your writing? Because I really noticed also that your bars have improved also like a lot. Like because it's kind of like poetry. So you were telling me off air that you guys practice also your writing. Like, well, Dubs makes it like a ritual, treats it like a sport. Like, gotta get your reps in,
Yeah,
and
dude.
yeah, like why don't you share like a little bit of your writing process? How do you like start writing?
Me
Uh,
or
Yeah,
Moses?
I
any of
guess
you.
I'll go
Well,
first.
Yeah, Mo,
sige,
go
go,
ahead.
go.
So like from the uh before like peak quarantine, I was trying to write almost every night and I was able to do so naman. But then when I started getting more film gigs, that kind of like fell off to the side, which is fine because like I was getting more material for my songs. Cause like there's a point wherein you can be writing every night, but like if you're not living life, like what the fuck are you writing about, right? You
Right.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you need that real life ammunition that comes from experience to make substantial shit. Well, for me at least.
Yeah. No, just like
Same.
anything with moderation. You can't just
Yeah.
be doing that all day.
Yeah. So like from the me learning like that there also needs to be a balance from creating and like consuming. Um I was like, okay, I don't need to force it. Like I don't need to do it every night or whatever. But then I saw this documentary of J. Cole called
Mm.
where he
Warm up.
dropped before the album
The
off
warm up.
season. The
Yep.
warm
This
up,
The
is
warm
off
up
season. Off season.
the
and the
off
off
season,
season.
yeah. And then bro, like I got hella inspired because like J. Cole, like leading up to this album, he was like treating it like he was a hungry artist again.
Mm-hmm.
And then like basically na konsensya ako na parang, oh shit, dude. If a fucking great like this is treating it like that, what the fuck am I doing? You know, so like for after the documentary, I was writing again every day. But then, I really realized again that you can write every day and your technical side will get better, like your rhyme scheme, your rhythm, whatever. But like for me personally, I really like having a balance in creating and just like consuming.
Yeah.
Consuming being like anything, like having going out with friends. Well, obviously not going out with friends now,
Yeah.
but like, going out on walks or like fucking having a good conversation with a friend, watching a good movie, whatever. Like,
Yeah, because if you're focusing too much on creating, you really get creativity drought, and
mm-hmm.
it's like some of your best works come from your experiences that you live. Like whether it's like you said, going out for a walk or even just watching stuff. Getting inspired from different types of options. But like I'm interested for both of you guys. Like, how do you guys like start writing? Do you just literally just go to your desk, bring out like a piece of paper or like laptop, and then just start jotting, and then you just like make sure that it has like the same um syllables and like that it rhymes? Or how does it work? 'Cause, I have no idea.
For
Go
me,
lang
yeah, no.
dubs.
Depends. If it's a song, okay, in general, I just play a beat. And then whatever I'm feeling, whatever the beat makes me feel, that's what I write about.
So it's like you're writing while the beat is playing also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, I just think of words, like the first some things that come to my head. Then I try to flow it on the beat.
Mm-hmm.
And if it flows, then cool, then I continue it. So I don't know. I haven't been doing as long as everyone else, so that's just me. Like depends on
Right.
how I feel and like
Uh, I'm
Yeah.
the same way,
constantly.
bro. I'm the
Same.
Yeah.
same way, except like if I were just to add to that process, to be able to make it mine would be like I do the same thing, except throughout the day, sometimes I just have bars pop into my head and I make it a habit to be able to jot that down either through voice memos, like if it's a melody or like if it's bars, like just writing it down because I have learned from experience, like
You
every
can't remember everything.
you cannot remember that shit.
Yeah.
Bro, like when
Your
you're
brain is for creating ideas, not storing them.
exactly, dude. So like it's also like low key like a discipline thing wherein like you kind of have to like drop what you're doing and just jot the idea down and save it for later.
And we back. All right. So to finish off this pod, like the last time I had that these two good-looking individuals back in my podcast was like over a year ago for the both of them. And Dubs was actually my very first guest ever on the show. I was still super awkward over interviews, and we weren't even like doing it through Zoom. Like we didn't even see each other, so it made things like extra difficult.
Lord.
But um,
Yeah.
for your life especially, it kind of just like 180 since then, man. Like the last time you were on the pod, you were, working with entrepreneurship and doing a lot of BJJ. And then I don't know if you still do BJJ from time to time, but it's hard with the COVID restrictions. But yeah, that was kind of like your main focus. And now it's like a completely different industry and kind of, life that you're living. You've been rapping, been shooting some music videos, been shooting some commercials. So how has that journey been like from that time that we last spoke till today, where it's like you're almost living like a completely different life since then? How has that process or journey been
It's just
rather?
like surreal, man. It feels surreal. Like I never thought that I would be like branded as creative. Like I've always been like that guy that's like, oh, I have an eye for it. Okay, I'll post it on Instagram. I took school. That's it.
Mm.
And then like I like listen to a lot of music. And yeah, all right now. I guess like people know I have like good taste in music. But other than that, one nothing. And then I don't know. It just like I've always liked film. Like ever since I was a kid, I used to make like stupid videos. Like people who know me like know I have like weird videos on YouTube before.
Club can't handle me. Some
So yeah,
OGs.
yeah. I don't know. I just never was really into videos, but then I just stopped. And then like the whole quarantine just gave me time to like knock in and just like try out new things.
Yeah.
And then yeah,
What did you do
just
to
kept
like,
going.
manifest? Yeah, well, I hate that word because it's super overused, but like, to kind of reach to where you are today because you you took a pivot in like your career and now you're working for
Yeah,
a pretty big company that works closely with Careless, and then you have this own shindig going on with Mo right now.
yeah.
Yeah, what did you do to like put yourself into this position now?
Just kept on being open to learning. Like I never went to film school, that's for sure. And I just how I learned was just like learn from like practical experience.
And
Like I just be
YouTube.
open to anything. Like where I learned the most was like the first time I ever learned about prod was like body and soul.
Mm-hmm.
Jason the God music video. Like that's where I learned. Like that was like my boot camp for like prod.
Yeah.
Like just seeing the set and then just being like briefed by the director. I was like, damn, I want to do this shit also.
Whole process to it, no?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I even asked them if I could intern and shit. And yeah, that's where I learned. And then they take me on to shoots with them. And then I just kept on learning. And then Mo and I would have our own stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's where it started actually with Jason McCall's music video. Then I would PA's like production assistant and like in like shoots. Like they're the ones who like do all the dirty work.
Mhm.
So I was a PA. I was a PA in
Foot soldiers.
Bufo's
Is that what they're called? Foot
music
soldiers?
videos. Yeah.
Nash. It's
Yeah.
just like a term.
Do anything what they tell you, yeah. Basically
Yeah.
done. So I learned a lot.
Taga-utos.
Basically.
I learned a lot from just watching them, and then yeah, I just kept on going. Whatever came to me, I'd be down to do it. Like just shoot this, shoot that. But like I was always cool lang in the technical side because my camera it was just a fucking handy cam. I still have the handy cam. I have two handy cams, but I've been picking up a camera more ever since I started.
Fire
working-
though. Yo, can I
working
just say though, your fucking handycam vids are fire, bro.
Dude, yes. They're
Thanks.
so
Like-
fire.
I loved seeing your edits.
Yeah, and there was like, parang, when you told me you were gonna get a camcorder, I was like, why? Isn't that like so early 2000s? But then when you stitch it all together, I'm like, oh, okay, I get the vibe, kind of like a retro vibe. And then right after that, I noticed like a lot more artists. Like I know
Y2K.
SZA started, yeah, Y2K, like also like
Yeah.
started like putting up productions with like that square frame and then like old,
Yeah.
very rustic. I'm like, oh shit,
I agree.
Dubs is ahead of the curve. Cool guy talaga. Trendsetter. But
Oh,
yeah.
ginaya ko ni Siza.
Oo nga eh. Ano si Iza? Uy, may copyright yun.
May
But,
Siza.
Uy,
Ano tayo
feature.
bukas
Sige nga. Feature na. Sige na.
Yeah,
Feature.
kahit feature lang.
Like shout
But,
out lang. Pwede
dude,
pa yan.
did you ever imagine like where you'd be today? Like
No, bro.
a year
Not at
ago?
all.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels so surreal. Like, being in like the
Oh.
company where I'm at now, it's just like feels surreal. You get to work with like top tier, like fucking to the stars. You know, fucking James Reed, Justin Bieber of the Philippines.
Yep. Yo, his music's pretty good though.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
don't know,
I agree.
and like, yeah, they're good. And then like just working with it's basically my film school. Like I just learned so much. They just threw me in the fire. I just literally came there to try just to see how the place was, and then I was working that. And then when I got with them, they're like handing me everything. Like, oh, you're shooting this with this camera. I'm like, I have no idea how to use this camera. Like, someone will teach you.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, stuff like that. Oh, you have to make this project brief. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, okay lang. Because like I have a business background. But all the technical stuff with cameras and shit, like I don't know. I don't know anything about
Yeah,
that
like the
stuff.
ISO, the aperture,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of that stuff.
aperture,
Yeah.
ISO, iris. Yeah, man, I don't know anything about that stuff. I just learned everything. Like, then we were shooting something, and then they were like, what's the f stop at? F stop." And I was like, "Yo, what the fuck's an f stop?"
Yeah, I mean, because you weren't taught any of that in school
Yeah,
because like
never.
you were
Just,
like a business
yeah,
degree
I was
and
just
then
like
you
by
were
the eye, by my eye. Like for me, when I shoot something before, like if it looks good on camera, then I guess it's okay.
aux na yan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kasi typical phone
But
camera
then
lang.
I've been getting more technical and stuff. I've been handling it more. Like the first, it was frustrating. Like especially when they tell you to set up a camera rig.
Mhm.
I mean, like, what the fuck do I do with this shit? Like, you
There's
don't know how to do it.
definitely a learning curve, bro.
Yeah, it's like, oh, set this up.
Definitely.
And then I'm like, new guy, doesn't know anything about cameras. And then there's time pressure because we're leaving in like 2 hours. So like, set it up. Set up the shoulder rig with the Black Magic 6K. And I'm just like, fuck. I don't know anything. I had to call my friend but just to teach me on the phone. And then,
And then-
somebody helped me.
You see you see Dubs like in the office in his cubicle, like typing super like vigorously. How to set up shoulder rig for Black Magic 6K.
Dude, I'm sure you're doing that shit or on your
No,
phone,
bro,
quick Google
somebody helped
search.
me. Somebody did it for me.
Lakas.
But I know how to do
Okay.
it now. Miggy did it for me, actually.
Oh, nice.
Bro,
But I
but
know
like
to
yung
do it
yung
now.
YouTube gaming na yan, bro. That happens to me. Like
What YouTube gaming?
When
like
you get deep.
whenever
As in like just searching like how to do this, how to do that.
yeah, dude, especially in editing, like sa post production, like wala, I try to like learn while doing so I like experimenting, and then more often than not it's all on YouTube. If not YouTube, like I hit up one of the homies who's done it before and I ask him for tips
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, but honestly, YouTube is so easy because it has everything, like literally anything you could search for, and
Yeah.
like you also don't want to hassle your friend. But yeah, I'm sure you've learned also like a lot in terms of technicals, and you had like a pretty decent foundation at least in film school. But
Yeah.
it's also crazy for you how much your life has changed because not too long ago you were taking physical ed in and like a student athlete playing soccer, football
Yeah.
most of the time, and like now you're out here also on a completely different path. So like what was it like for you to realize that this is the industry that really resonated with you?
I don't know. Fuck, man. I don't want to like be a Debbie Downer or anything, but like, I was just wasn't happy with like where I was in school and football. And I was just like, man, what do I do? Like what is something I would do, to like not only be able to live a sustainable life like financially, but also like be happy. Because I don't want to like I don't want to end up regretting like being 10 years into the workforce. And even if I'm living a comfortable life, if I'm not doing what I like, I don't know, it's kind of sad. So like I asked myself, like, what are the things that I like? It's like I like watching, like during that time I wasn't happy. I was just staying in a lot and like, watching movies and like listening to music, making music. And I was like, damn, like I seem to gravitate to a lot of art. And I realized that like film is kind of like an amalgamation of all these things, like audio,
Right.
visual, like
Even storytelling.
storytelling, yeah. And I was just like, dude, like how dope would it be if I could do that for a living? Just like create like this, like be a part of that. And I was like, yeah, dude, I'll try it. I'll try it out. And then I tried shifting into film from PE in UP, and that was a kind of that was a intimidating process because there were a lot of applicants. I think we were like 300 and they got like 60 or something. And like so what they did was like they had all of us watch a film and then they made you write an essay just like discussing like the different things that you liked about it. And like and then they had like an interview afterwards. And then from that they would just pick people. And I was like, damn, like that's it. Like an essay and an interview, I bet, let's do it. And then I got in. I was like,
Nice.
yo, I started meeting more people in the field. And just like my main producer is from a mutual friend that I met in film. So like it's just like art in general, I think
Yeah.
Brings people.
Just building the
brings people
connections.
together,
Yeah.
bro.
In the
It really
industry.
does.
Yeah.
Like me and Dubs, bro. Like I don't think we would not have been this close if not for like music and film.
Um,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I guess for my last question of the pod, like you guys shared a little bit of how, you guys really focused and try to reconnect. And I'm sure the pandemic helped on what exactly, really resonates with you, what drives you. And I'm happy that you guys both found it. And I don't know, for the last question, it's like, um, what makes you the happiest about like doing this type of work?
um,
Uh,
so yeah, sige, I'll start.
Go
So
ahead,
like
bro.
I started working in this new broad company, the finest, and like it's really fast paced. Like it's so tiring, but like I enjoy what I do there. Like you know how when you it's a weekend and then it's Sunday and you're like, ah, fuck, it's Monday tomorrow. I don't
Mm-hmm.
feel that like when I have to go to work to for the finance or when I work on film. It's like you're not really like dreading the new week. You're just like, ah, okay, to go to work again.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Just have
actually
to
get
wake up hella
excited for
early
it.
though.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's still work, but it's like stuff you'd be doing either way.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
not the
stuff that.
boring like computer
Mm,
shit. Like you're just on your typing, making reports for people,
yeah,
which I
exactly.
still do because
Mm-hmm.
I need money.
Yeah, hire me in Dubs, bro.
Dude,
Well,
yeah.
like hire us and pay as well.
Yeah. If people are
Can't
wondering
have it all,
like
Moses.
yeah, if people are wondering if I'm broke, I'm not. I have a day job also outside all of this stuff I'm doing.
Yeah. If
Pays
people are
well.
wondering if I'm broke, I
They are
am.
correct. It's okay. You're still a student. You're allowed to be broke for a bit.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm
Just
on
just
it.
tell
I'm on that
everyone to
grind.
follow Moses and I's joint OnlyFans account.
Oy, yeah. Where they post, earlobe pictures.
Oh,
No,
you.
just post like random like soap commercials.
So, but you, Mo, before we end the show, like,
What up?
what makes you happiest about doing what you do?
Um, Bro, I'm a very collaborative person. Like I thrive through collaboration and like being on set is so fun, bro. It's kind of like a party with an overarching goal, bro.
Yeah, because you have your drinks, you have your music, but then
Yeah.
like you're still, yeah, there's a goal, there's like an objective, no?
Yeah, so like and like I just find it so cool how everyone is working towards something that isn't tangible. Like it's like a vision in the crew's head, and then like everyone's just like working towards that.
The talents and
It's crazy to me, bro. Like, parang like you go through some because at the end of the day, it's still work, bro, and it's very
Of
tiring.
course. Yeah.
Like Dubs has even made me kwento na he was like burning out a bit because he wasn't taking time to himself. Like, what was that, last week or something?
No, that was yesterday.
Last weekend too, right? Or
Yeah.
no? Whatever.
So yeah, whatever you're doing, like, I mean, whether it's creative work or not, like even with this podcast, I just finished like a month and a half break because you do need your breaks, man. You do need
You
to take
do.
some time for yourself because
November or December is
Yeah.
our break.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're gonna be making like personal films and shit.
Nice. That's really
For fun.
exciting. But yeah, thank you guys for sharing that, and I think that about does it for this episode. Honestly, I had so much fun talking with y'all, catching up, and updating our listeners too, who listened to our previous podcasts, both on separate podcasts, but just giving them a little vibe check before we end this season. But I think before we go, now would be a perfect time for you guys to plug in where people can find you or the work that you guys do.
Sir, Slomo Says on Instagram. That's it.
Do you want to plug the song that's probably out right now?
Oh shit! Oh nga, no, it's gonna
Find
be
me on
might be out na.
in your mom's closet. No, I'm kidding.
Got
You
him.
can, find me on Instagram.
Hold up. What was it? Like,
The song.
is it?
Because
No,
this
is
is
it-
like
Is
I
it
mean-
gonna be out now by like the 8th? You think?
the quick calendar check. I'm pretty sure it will be though. I know that week for sure. But if not, then you guys should,
Let's just hype it up. Yeah.
yeah, just
Okay.
hype it up because
Okay.
it's gonna be coming out soon. Anyway,
Take two.
no. Okay, well, now I'm looking at my calendar. Sorry for the delay, but
Wala.
this episode is going to be out on the 6th, so in 2 days. So we could definitely
Ooh.
hype it up. Mo
That'd be
is
sick.
releasing his first single on Spotify called Nani. Is it Nani WTF?
Nani the fuck?
Nani the fuck?
Spelling Nani, NANITF. Nani the fuck. All caps. Under
Alright.
the artist name Slomo Says.
How do you spell that?
SL. Bobo. SOL.
Solo.
So
Somehow. S.
He's a rapper, guys, not the spelling bee champion.
SLOMO space
Says.
SAYS. Slomo
Alright,
Says.
And Dubs is going to be on that track. What's your alias for Spotify? Is it Papayasoak brand?
Papaya on the beat.
Papayasoak, yeah.
If any of you guys are wondering why Papayasoak, that's for an episode for another time. But yeah, Dubs, you want to plug where people can find you
Oh,
or
connected
your
again.
music? No, you're back.
Hello?
You're back. It's not.
Okay.
Can you hear us? Yeah. Where do you want to plug the, where people can find you or your tunes or your videos, like
Well, you
even
can
your prod?
find, yeah, just follow me on Instagram. I barely post shit. I only do when I feel like it, which is rare. But I usually share shit I do on my stories. Like,
Mm.
Here.
He's choppy, but guys, basically Frank Ocean ng
yeah,
Instagram
just,
yan, ng
coming
Pinas.
up with videos in a few
Parang
months.
si Frank Ocean, every once in a blue moon lang.
Oo nga eh. Next time you have this podcast with Dubs on it, may jewelry line na yan.
Dude, he's already one step na. He has dyed hair, so like, the next Frank Ocean. But
But yeah, man.
where can they find you again? Last
you can find
take,
me on
last take.
Instagram, Papayasoak. I barely post shit, but like I share my work sometimes with whatever I'm involved with on my stories. But I'm not really one to like brag on posts like, oh my god, thank you so much for this experience, blah blah blah. But like nothing, no hate against everyone.
Yeah,
that does
no
that.
hate against that.
I'm just
but
like
just hate
not
us.
like that.
But Metro shot fired.
Edit that out. If you've come this far,
Nah, bro, that's good. And that about does it. So thank you all listeners for tuning into another episode of the Rockets Modern Life podcast. Except for you guys who like posting content, like, oh my god, I'm so so thankful for. But
none
yeah,
of that.
if you
NDJ
enjoyed it,
haters.
no, get the hell out of here. Thank you for listening though for like the end of the podcast, but
I'm not
from
done
now
yet.
on.
No, I'm kidding.
But
Bro, I still got some bars though.
All right, before we go, Dubs, final words.
What? I forgot now. Just find me on Spotify, Papayasoak.
Papayasoak, yeah. And
And I'm
singles
just
are
trying
gonna be coming
the
out
fuck
soon.
what I want to make in music, and I'm probably gonna drop an EP. I don't know,
All right.
next year or something.
Abangan na lang, mga pre. All right. So don't forget to share this this episode with hashtag RML Podcast if you enjoyed. You know where to follow me at this point. So Spotify, Facebook, you know the drill. And don't forget to hit subscribe so that you never miss an episode. And for the YouTube viewers, thank you for watching on YouTube. And I'm sure Dubs' Muscles was a good gift as a send-off.
Pati yung
And-
utong ko.
for special listeners only. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Follow us on OnlyFans.